healthiest way. But okay, so the next thing on my list is you can join a faith community, guys. And this is actually one of my favorite options because, yes, I am I grew up in the church, and, I really believe that is the foundation for who you are. I think that your faith should be extremely important to you. I think that it sets a foundation for you, and it really helps cultivate, this idea of who you want to be, or this person that you want to be. And I think it has a lot to do with your faith. And I think that while you're finding your faith and while you're exploring your faith, it's really important that you're around people who are, first of all, trying to explore that same faith, or they have that same faith, they have that in common with you. That's kind of important because, things can get a little, tricky every now and then. So you want to have that community. And, while you're at these, your place of worship, guys, get involved. Don't just be, someone that just goes to church and, don't just be a lay member. Go to church or go to wherever you worship and, go to bake sales. I was one of those people that I volunteered. I wanted to do everything, in the church. I'm one of those, when I was growing up, I would volunteer with the youth ministry. I would volunteer to go watch the kids. And then I would go volunteer to go work in hospitality. I would go and serve the pastors, after they, in the pastor's dignitary, and the dignitaries, and my sisters and I would go and serve coffee and tea to the people as they came into the church. And then we would volunteer at church events, where they had, very important people, of very high importance. And we would put on our little uniforms and we would go and serve them dinner. And then we would go to the concerts with the, and chaperone and we did all that kind of stuff. And it really molded us to not only was it a ton of fun, guys, but it really molded us into, these people, the person that our parents wanted us to be. And then it kind of gave us a sense of what our faith was all about. So as you're learning and exploring your faith, you're actually doing what the holy book or your creator, the person that you're worshiping is actually wanting you to do. So you're not just reading the Bible and talking about it. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And I think that's the coolest way to get involved in a faith. So that was my spiel. But moving right along, you can take a walk. Okay, guys, this is the last thing on the list. And if you just don't have anything to do, and you just don't feel like going to the gym, I get it. I totally get it. We all have those days where we just don't want to go work out. You don't feel like doing your, doing your cardio, whatever. No big deal. Guys, just go for a walk. Take your kids, take your nieces, your nephews, whoever's around, and let's just go for a walk. And you guys, you're out there, you can find neighbors, the people that are out, just say hello, ask if people need you to do anything, whatever, while you're out. Just enjoy yourself, okay? So those are all my suggestions, and I think that any of those things would be, I think any of those things on that list would be extremely helpful, honestly, to you guys. So it's at this point, this is one of my favorite parts in the show. I'm getting really excited. I know, don't judge me, but I actually am starting this tradition for this show, where every show I'm actually going to have this segment, and it's going to be called Today's Beautiful Thing. And I'm it's a play on words. I'm getting that kind of from the title of the show, Beyond Beauty, and I had to kind of, explore that a little more, but it's going to be called Today's Beautiful Thing. And every show, every week, I'm actually going to feature and talk about a particular an object, a person, it's an object or a person or a concept that I think is just really beautiful. And I'll explain why I think it's beautiful. And yes, I think that's extremely important. And this week I'm actually going to talk about a series of books that I really think that this series encompasses the true meaning of friendship. I grew up reading them. Okay, so I had to, if I was going to pick a series, this would have to be one of the ones. I think it really encompasses the true meaning of friendships, and it comes highly recommended. And I'm sure that my viewers, I'm sure many of you guys are probably also fans, and it's none other than J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. So I actually have a summary. I'm going to read the summary because I really want you guys to love it as much as I did growing up. And I hope that this summary compels you guys to go on, what's that thing called? You go on and download all the free books, Kindle, or go on e-reader or something, and just, get one of these books and just sit down and start reading. Or, I know this is something I shouldn't say as someone in the field of academia. I probably could get in trouble. I might lose my my cool card, but you guys might want to read watch the movies if you don't want to read the book. I should never say that, but yes, if you don't want to read the books, just watch the movie because it's really awesome. You know, there's a bunch of movies made about it. If you guys are not familiar, it's very popular. So Harry Potter, Here Goes Nothing. A list about heartwarming friendships within books wouldn't be complete without talking about Harry Potter. The classic series contains some of the most iconic friendship groups of all time. Harry Potter has complicated, well-developed friendships that get better and better throughout the series. The books expertly show the complexities that come with forming and strengthening friendships within the school setting and in war. As you watch Harry Potter forge friendships, the main character, while he works towards defeating Voldemort, which is the bad guy, you'll learn him in the series, the characters have to go beyond the school's house divisions, the blood divisions that are perpetuated within the wizarding world, as well as the socioeconomic divisions to form friendships with different types of people. Harry Potter gets major points for providing readers with the Golden Trio and the Marauders, which are two friendship groups you can't help but want to be a part of. And yes, it comes highly recommended. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that this episode did something for you. This has been another episode of Beyond Beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm your host, Brianna Campbell. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.